boring, super boring matchup to watch in the mid lane. And then the bot lane, I don't know who's gonna win. It's going to be, or sorry, top lane, not bottom. I already went over bot lane.
Right.
Is the Primal Beast Enigma lane strong? I want to say Enigma inherently is just not strong as a laner. So there's that. And then Primal Beast versus Alchemist. Sounds like kind of like a trade lane, but I could see the Alchemist dying when Enigma gets level 2 or something with some Eidolons, with some Trample, Onslaught, Malefice type of play.
The other thing is that it's got to be even more sort of emphasis on making sure you do not feed those Eidolons away against the Alchemist. Going to be really, really important.
It's not that hard, though.
You think it's not that hard?
I'm telling you, it ain't that hard to feed your Eidolons to Alchemist.
Oh, I got it. Got it. You saying it is easy to feed them.
I'm saying it's not hard to micro them.
Got it. Not hard to micro them. I was a little confused there.
Yeah. I know F&G like kind of struggled last game with it. No, not to throw shade on him or anything, but it seems like he was silver tier Enigma, right? He was silver, which means he probably doesn't play the hero a lot. My boy here, Zayak, that's platinum.
That's a lot of games.
This is an Enigma player, and this is a hero that you have to play a lot to feel confident on. And I'm pretty sure Zayats is not going to just feed his Eidolons, because they're pretty easy to micro against Alchemist, because he just drops acid spray and you just move them out of the acid spray, right?
Well, right.
It's not like they're going to burst it.
Well, one thing that is a little bit funky about it is that you get at level 1 up to, -6 armor. So I feel like if you get like acid spray down and wave of terror, like one right click is coming close to killing them, I feel like, with -6 armor on the Eidolons. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, you're not. However, you're not going to throw an acid spray on Enigma on the corner, right? Because you want to acid spray the creep wave.
That's a good point.
So as the Enigma, you're not just going to use your Eidolons in the middle of the creep wave so they can just get right click down. And if you're literally throwing acid sprays on the side of the map to try and trade with the Eidolons, you're going to lose your lane for sure.
Right. I was thinking about old Eidolons.
Yeah, and plus acid spray at level 1 has a tiny AoE.
Right. Yeah, you can sort of throw your Eidolons off to the side instead of having them just like right in the lane with you. That is definitely true. Okay. Well, it should be good then. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I feel like Alk is one of those heroes that in the most recent patches, like with Bloodthorn being so good and some of these other just like high damage items, I feel like I just constantly see Alks die. We'll see if it ends up happening again this game or if they're going to be set up for a good position. Right now, Natus is there, gets the crush off. That sets up for 3 Virtus.pro bounty runes. Not bad for an Alchemist.
Yeah, pretty good. And I think one of the big things I noticed as well, I thought last patch, like the previous patch before this new one, I thought Alchemist was going to be really good because the Radiance got buffed, etc., etc. But I started playing a bit too, wasn't really winning with him, and DreamLeague Season 22 happened, and Alchemist had like a 30% win rate, even though he was picked a lot.
Yikes.
So not much has really changed with this hero since that patch. He went untouched. So I don't think anything, is really that much different. So this is a true test now. And there's the Eidolons. He's going to hit him. But he, just moves it out of the acid spray. And as you can see, they're just fine.
Yikes. Yeah, that one hurt.
So have you experimented a bit with the Dota Labs?
I haven't at all.
All right, so there's a cool thing that you can do. And you can set a hotkey to interact only with non-hero units.
Really?
You know why that would be useful?
Well, because then you're only hitting the Eidolons?
It's mainly meant for, Primal Beast sits on top of units and you can't click the goddamn creep.
Yeah.
So now you can set a hotkey where you no longer misclick people who are being obnoxious and standing on top of creeps.
Damn, that's really good. Wasn't there one also where you can like make sure that you're hitting your allies more often instead of having to portrait click?
Yeah, they have one for interact with only enemy units, interact only with allied units, interact with only allied heroes, and interact only with non-hero units. So there's a lot of options there.
Jeez. That is so cool.
That was very cool. It gets cooler and cooler every patch.
Yeah. FNG taking about half of HP pool while Sanctity in the mid lane is just tanking through it as you do as the DK. Does he get hit by the torrent? He will. Able to do some little fancy footwork there. Placed it off to the side, but, well, that's a lot. It's pretty good damage, though.
Pretty sure Squadix is outplaying him a little bit here in this one, because this matchup, in my eyes, is dead even. Potentially DK favored.
Right. Yeah, he's been making some good things happen with the torrents, it looks like. It's down bottom, Yuragi. I always feel so weird when I see Lifestealer just like taking double passive. I mean, I know it's good, but it just like any hero that takes like multiple passives early at like the first couple levels. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just Lifestealer that does this. I don't know if there's anyone else that does it.
I've definitely done it on Wraith King.
Oh god, yeah. All right.
It's not necessarily, it's like super greedy to do it though.
FNG in trouble. FNG going down. First blood going to be going the way of the Primal Beast. That is dangerous to give to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll have phase boots pretty soon here, actually. A couple more CS and then boom. Easy phase, and that's going to be in... Whose boots are those? Kiritich. Okay, FNG might feed a lot in this lane. There's a chance.
Yeah, that's scary. Almost has level 4 now on the Primal, which gives him that onslaught, and some more scary stuff might be coming out at that point. They also need to be careful about this one. Well, yep, in trouble. FNG? No. He's not going to go for anything else extra there.
Yeah, that's phase boots coming out now. Almost level 5 as well on Nefrit here. And once he gets level 5 there, I think Alka's going to have to go jungle. And I really like what Zayats is doing right here too. This is how I feel when I play this as well. I had an inkling that you just go farm.
Yeah.
At some point, you just like stop supporting and you just go hit creeps. And it's like really ideal that he helped him win his laning stage first before doing this. Because now you can get some solo XP. You can kind of bully on your own as well.
Right.
And this top lane, it's CS might be even, but this Alchemist is going to get kicked out of here pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Saw the Lifestealer drop down somewhat low. He always had that Healing Lotus in his backpack. So Yuragi just playing it kind of close. Yeah, I want to see at what point he decides to head out, because like you said, at any point if Zayats decides to show up, has this mango in hand, could probably get a kill at some point.
Oh, for sure. And they just pinged. Oh, they see Zayats here.
Okay.
The question is, can they do anything about it? Yeah, he might be dead here.
Going for it. Has the blood grenade too, but they move in with Nefrit. Can they get any return action? Looks like FNG is going to be dead. Kiritich taking some damage, but it's not enough to really threaten a kill.
And now it's jungle time for Alk. He doesn't have a lane anymore. Yeah. Small camp is blocked. He'll go ahead and grab that Lotus, and then I think he just has to peace out. His lane is in a terrible spot here. Almost level 6. Oh, tried using the Lotus on Nefrit. And yeah, speaking of the Primal, this guy's level 6 and 2 creeps.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're out of there.
I wonder if it would be worth it for him to make a rotation mid, because Squadix is like about to hit 6. I could imagine them looking for a kill on the Sanctity, and if they do, he's got a DD too. No, they're not
okay with it as long as Enigma takes the lane.
Right.
I never want to see a lane abandoned completely before like 10 minutes in the game.
Right. I'm just thinking that like the timing of this is, you know, Alk isn't in the lane anymore. I feel like you can do so much on the map right now as this Primal Beast.
It's just kind of risk versus reward type of scenario. Because like he has total free farm now.
Right.
So as I mentioned, if Enigma comes, I'd be totally down for it. That'd actually be a really cool play. If Enigma just walked over here, then he just went and he could even follow Alk in the jungle. That'd be a pretty cool play and steal these stacks.
Right. For now, opting to hang out here. They're keeping the lane in a pretty solid position. And at the same time, you know, getting the Wisdom Rune on Zayats, farming out the jungle, they do come back with Kiritich. Can't really make an onslaught
too
play.
much.
No.
Everything is getting denied.
Acid spray down and he's out. Meanwhile, bottom, Natus trading some hits. Melody is going to be punched, but gets back to the lane afterwards. Slardar is going in for the treads and then right into an Orchid for Natus.
That's the build. Slardars no longer are buying the Mage Slayer, they're buying the Orchid. It's good attack speed, and of course the silence is really nice on this here.
Am I overreacting thinking that there's like a missed opportunity here for the Primal to get active on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, I am overreacting. Cool. Good to know. This is why you gotta check yourself, you know? Because Natus goes down. Malady gets the kill.
Dota just like isn't in a game anymore where you just have to be active super early.
Yeah.
Just hitting creeps is generally
Well,
hitting heroes in the face too also is pretty nice.
that works pretty well. But now, moving in with the Kunkka, they managed to bring down the Primal. So 1 for 1.
But at what cost?
Right?
Our mid tower is going to take a lot of damage. I'm going to say you making a good rotation though, but every time you have to leave heroes like Slardar, you can no longer pressure, which doesn't feel great.
Right.
And you'll see Slardar just kind of chilling in the jungle there. Like, what should I do now? Or my sup go?
Yeah. Can't do much.
Gold for my chest.
Melody 3 points up, and that rocket barrage has the blood grenades still. But not easy to make a concerted effort onto this Slardar. He's just a little bit too tanky to make anything happen. Kiritich, eyes on the Radiance.
He wants it.
Halfway to it.
He'll get there eventually. This is what Alk does. And his farm is... It's okay. He's doing well. He's a little bit higher than the Primal, thanks to just having jungle stacks. It's more about like what this Primal is going to do in this short duration now. How scary can he be?
Right.
And right now he's just posturing around mid lane.
Oh.
Oh,
good
he
deeps.
Oh. Okay. Glad he canceled that. That would have been his death.
It's one of those where it's like, it feels good, I want to go, and then, no, never mind, I'm out. Just joking.
Yeah, for sure. Black Hole at the ready on the top lane here, so... Yeah, okay, Kiritich, she's doing the right thing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not approaching the lane is the right thing to do. His new home is in the jungle.
He's doing the right thing. AFK farming jungle. Oh, there's some mud golems there. That feels nice.
Didn't those get nerfed in the most recent patch?
Yes, but not the fact that there are many of them.
That is true.
They got buffed for Alk because they're less for everybody else.
That's
Yeah?
just math.
Ah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Tower down, both top and mid. Na'Vi trying to, I guess, just be like a little bit more active before this Alchemist comes online, making things happen. But that is the full relic done on the Alk. Just looking for that talisman now to get into the Radiance.
Does anyone have the deets on why they removed the gold bounty reduced rather the gold bounty of the Satyr Mindsters by 2,
I think they're
and the
just
gold bounty by 3.
I think they're just trying to like slowly reduce the gold that's on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, but it seems there has. I don't know. It seems very just -2 for the Satyrs. Fuck the Satyrs.
Yeah, man. Oh god, Swab. Notice he stays alive because of that. For now, will he stay alive for good? Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. Probably not. Chasing? He did. Wow.
He's good. Yeah. Watch WoW. Very good.
That's another tier 1 tower done. You know, Fear, I hear when your towers die, that's not great for your team.
It's not great for you either, because that tower dying, and that means those ancients get stolen. That tower dying means if Lifestealer ever wants to go to that area of the map, he's not going to feel secure. Or I say Lifestealer, but I meant the Alchemist.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't even know what I said anymore, but I'm just doubting everything I say at this point.
But
Alchemist doesn't want to go there anymore because he has no tower, because his team can't really respond. Most likely, as you can see, there's going to be vision planted by the enemy. So, not ideal here. And plus, noticed, you see, he's not going Blink Dagger, he's going for an Orchid. So, he needs a little more time too, until he's like going to be happy about the status of the game here. And really, all the net worth just is on this Alchemist for now. But he does have a Radiance though. Like, his farm is actually a lot better than I thought it would be, given he just didn't lane. Right?
yeah.
I guess that's the power of like picking Venge and stacking, I suppose.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of bad about this game right now for Virtus.pro. Because like you said, there's just so few heroes that are trying to do things on the map. But I guess that is dependent upon, you know, Na'Vi to be able to make the moves and actually find those heroes, right? It's all good and well if you have heroes that can fight on Na'Vi, but if you're not actually connecting on these ganks, you know, you're losing out on some potential there. FNG, they're bringing in numbers though. They're showing up. This bait, it's gonna turn around perfectly. Dragon Knight's right there. Jump forward, stun available. Black hole at the ready with the boat. The connection. Do they have enough to take down this primal beast? Almost, but not quite. He's surviving through it. X marks the spot. They pull him back in. Tries to get the stun. The chase down is there. Kiritich manages to find the kill, and now Malady is low. They actually made it work on Virtus.pro. Kind of. Venge is dead now, and now Yuragi shows up. Seiyu in a little bit of trouble. He gets stunned. He gets killed. But Kiritich, importantly, gets out as well as the Kunkka.
They're like some 5D fights. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, in every direction, there's something happening. Alchemist is chasing down the Gyro in the top lane, while Enigma is killing some Venge in the middle tree line, while Lifestealer's on the other end killing the Pugna.
Right.
A lot going on at once there. But I think overall, the fight recap says that fight was very ever so slightly in the favor of VP. Right. Just by like 20 gold.
Well, and I think the bigger thing is like the fact that as Na'Vi, you have these heroes that kind of are comfortable fighting right now, and Slardar was farming that entire time, right? Like they brought 4 to the 5 fight, and they came out, if not slight ahead, at the very least, even.
Get Orchid now too, so
big.
This is gonna be. This isn't like, oh, I got Orchid, go kill everyone now, but it's, hey, I have Orchid. If you walk somewhere you shouldn't be, you're gonna die.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens over these next couple of minutes. I mean, again, Enigma is the most farmed of the supports and looking ready to kind of like keep this train rolling a bit, maybe eventually become a bit of a core. And Pugna just does not have the same impact that the Enigma will as we get to the later stages of this one. But at that point, Kiritich is going to be huge. Maybe it won't matter.
Very true. Maybe. It's going to be all about, can he hit heroes, right? We talked about it before. The Black Hole, the Pulverize. These are all things that can make it very difficult to get on top of a hero. So he's going to have to find those openings. And I just find the way they initiate, this is my problem with Slardar, right? He's very I like Lifestealer with him, because
Yeah.
Lifestealer can instantly follow up. But here's like Alchemists require a lot more coordination, because you don't have a long stun duration as a starter. It's very bursty, but they're gonna Orchid. Okay.
That was nice. Swap into Orchid and then the stun follow up. Really good.
And that's slowing down the BKB timing here, and this BKB is quite necessary playing versus early Orchid. And they're gonna find Malady as well here.
No, it's kind of falling apart a little bit for Na'Vi at this point. That's the Aghanims. Torrent Storm stun now onto Zayat. Kirich is there. Good stun to get some separation, but he's still burning to death. Does have the Seeds of Serenity. Keep yourself alive, sir. X marks the spot, is there for the turnaround, and starting to drop stun and done. Didn't Seeds of Serenity.
Did he use them? He didn't use them.
No, I said he didn't use Seeds of Serenity.
No, that was the Pugna Seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would have lived if he used Seeds.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, okay. You sounded so sincere again. God dang it.
Radiant are scanning.
It's okay.
18 minutes. 5,000 gold lead. Is this Alchemist gonna just take over the game now? It's kind of feeling like that to me. What do you think?
Is it the Alchemist or the Slardar? Or maybe the Kunkka. I mean, this is a really early Aghanims on Kunkka. He rushed it. So that's going to give him that team fight that he desperately needed. A lot of Kunkkas are pit stopping for like a Blade Mill or potentially an Orchid. He just went straight Ags.
Yeah.
So maybe that's exactly what they need. And what's even funny about this? Okay, maybe it's not funny for Malady, is he's just dead.
Not again.
But because he had such an early timing on the Aghanims,
Yeah.
he only put 3 points in the X just so he could have max Torrent.
Oh.
By the time the Ags came out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's still pretty good, but that range increase that you get at 4th point is really solid.
Yeah, but you don't want to have Ags without level 4 Torrent. So
Right. Well,
honestly, I don't even think the Ags is really super worth it until the 15 tons, but
okay.
it's still okay.
I think it's kind of cool in this like window here before Primal had gotten BKB. I feel like it messed up a lot of stuff in these fights. Like it made them not feel comfortable taking the fights that they maybe otherwise would have wanted to. Oh, if Alk shows though that they're set up to try and go on this. DK, do you dare? Oh god, Venge is right there though. You can't make this jump. They're gonna go for it though. Oh, they want to fight because they just got Radiant's Lifestealer. Yeah, and
They should probably smoke then. Do they not have them?
they're going for the Pugna kill instead.
Or Seiyu. Or Seiyush. He
I
dies
say
a
it
lot
both
on
ways.
Pugna. Space, you know. He did this last game too.
Right.
And you laughed at him. We all laughed at him.
That's
But
right.
he got the last laugh by winning the game.
You're not wrong.
Man knows what he's doing.
Noticed.
Oh, looks like
Oh, he didn't have blink off cooldown, but the Orchid noticed with the turnaround pops BKB, goes for the grab. Now the stun catching the Venge, falls down dead. Can they get more? Torrent Storm keeping Enigma back. That does not feel good enough. And they also lose the Gyrocopter. Does he have blink back up again? Oh, he choked up to the north. Noticed is playing so well right now.
Would you say he noticed what was going on?
Oh, come on. You're better than that. No, but I would.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Man,
Step lively now.
I
Your
don't know.
admiral is on
It's feeling like it's just coming up a bit short. And every time I look at this Alchemist, he's just like getting another item. I feel like I've seen this story before.
I mean, I've also seen the story before too, but I've also seen the story where Alchemist free farms the whole game, gets 4 slots, dies once, and just loses the game.
What's fair?
So I've seen a lot of stories though. Been around.
Do you think that, like, because to me at least, the big thing that stands out is going to be this like black hole on the alchemist trying to get the kill, and then the Venge swap. Do you think Navi have the tools to like catch that Venge before the swap comes out, or is it too hard? Oh, Zayat's.
He's dead. Oh, he tried.
It was a good attempt.
So the way I think these fights do go is you have a lot of things that can go before the Enigma. You have like the Blink DK, you've got the Primal Beast with the Pulverize. I think you use those first, and then after they use the swap, you save the Black Hole for the when swap is on cooldown.
Okay.
That's ideal. Even more ideal than that is to kill the Venge first, but that one's definitely easier said than done.
Right.
Because most likely this Alchemist will be sitting in the front line, and everyone else will just be in the fog behind him.
Now, getting... Oh, no. Throws, forces out the BKB. Ifrit just walks away. But yeah, now that they have this this Aegis on Alk, it's kind of that next level of difficult to take a fight, and they're just in full-on dodge mode.
Yeah.
But
as they should be, I think.
Right. They do have Shiva's guard almost completed for the Primal. And yeah, you can see they're immediately going to head on over, take the Tormentor too. So ways to try and slow down this, extra regen coming out from the Alchemist, which would be nice.
Yeah, for sure it's going to help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Honestly, the longer this game goes, the worse I feel for VP and better I feel for Navi.
Yeah.
We all seen DK when he gets to this Aghanim Scepter Manta build. It's obnoxious.
I thought you hated it though.
Hated it in what degree?
I don't know. That's like not as
I
good anymore.
Yeah, but every game I hated it in, I hated the fact that the enemy had a way of making copies of the DK and using it against him.
Oh.
See you later. Actually, he could probably blink TP.
No, he couldn't get the blink off in time.
See you later. But yeah, all the games I hated DK, they were playing with a Darkseer, a Shadow Demon, a Terrorblade.
Right.
All those minus Darkseer were banned this game. So, what other heroes make illusions?
It's true. I guess that's a fair point. That it's going to be a very different type of game. And they're building the heroes that they're building towards these heroes that are going to sort of help to delay out the game. Because they're going to need that help delaying the game. There's still 3 minutes left on the Aegis, and that's a down tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
So I don't think Uragi feels too bad about this game right now. Surely he doesn't feel great, but just inherently, his hero is good versus the Alchemist.
Right.
Like, as long as he can just keep hitting him, he will just not die.
Yeah.
Of course, there's Slardar in the equation, too. That's why he's building into Manta, to kind of get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to see him potentially get the Shard pretty soon, too. That way he can man fight even longer. And then at some point, maybe even the Aghanims, so you can just stop Kiritich from hitting at all. But if he wants to go that route, he needs some more help in this game to do damage. But I think VP kind of realized they have a strong timing right now as well, and they're going to kind of push the base just a little bit.
Yep.
But they just got him TB back.
While Gyrocopter pressures out this lane. Malady trying to get towards some items. Already has the shard done. They will find some Eidolons, kill them off, while DK farms out these Ancients, gets out of harm's way as the Slardar steps forward. There is still a tier 1 tower there, but yeah, they want to make a move. Black hole down. The swap is there. FNG in the area, but now Uragi steps forward on a notice, realizes that's not going to work too well, but Nefrit's there too. Control, going for the pound. A couple more hits is what they need, but with the boat buff, beat Squadix alive. It looks like... Wait, no, they canceled it!
TP.
Okay.
He canceled it.
Decides to stick around? I don't know if he got bashed or what, but he's dead.
Nothing canceled that other than his own mouse. Because he thought, and I'll give it to him, he thought maybe he could turn it around and they wanted to fight. Because probably someone made the call like, oh, we can take this fight. I got Aegis. We can take this fight. But reality was, Kunkka couldn't stay. Maybe the other heroes could.
Right. Oh, man. All it takes is a couple hits like that, and the gold lead will evaporate very quickly.
And they didn't even kill the Alchemist, which is the real big, it's like a pinata there. They
Yeah.
managed killing that guy.
I mean, because you're looking at like a couple of these big items coming out. Now you're 800 gold away from the DK. Aghanim Scepter, almost BKB on Zayats. Oh, jeez.
It's a problem.
And I mean, oh, Torrent. Oh, he almost got him. No.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It's right there.
It was close.
Oh, God. And then the nerves start kicking in. Virtus.pro, one game away. Is
we
your timing slipping?
Yeah, we haven't seen DK yet get to the point where he's OP.
Yeah.
And that's like level 18 with Ags. And guess what? Your boy, almost level 18, almost Ags.
Yeah.
If you thought DK was strong before, which I don't think anyone did, he hasn't looked that strong yet. But he's going to start looking really strong now.
And Kiritich, obviously, another nice window here, getting the Abyssal Blade. But I feel like one of the really big timings is like BKB, AC, Blink Dagger. Abyssal just like adds onto that a little bit more. But every subsequent item that Navi is getting, I think, is significantly more scary than every item that Alchemist is getting. And Malady, Force Staff to try and get out. He is going to die there, but got the Wisdom Ring.
Some capacity worth it. Mainly just the fact that he pulled them all back to their side of the base.
Right.
And he still got something from it instead of just a death. I'll call that a dub. And now we're going to start to see this DK. This DK who is 0 and 1.
And 7. And 7.
That doesn't fit my narrative.
Okay.
0-1 DK is ready to make things happen on the map. And probably just by split pushing.
Right. Now, this was like the quote-unquote big nerf that came out in Ifrit. Oh. Wait, Kiritich self-stun. Yeah, that gets him away. And meanwhile, jump in the mid lane. They find Natus. Gonna go right onto him. As Yuragi, a couple more hits, he's dead. The overextension, the gem pickup. Oh, Navi, they're starting to cook a little bit. Virtus.pro may be in some trouble now.
You see that? Now it's the 1 and 1 DK.
Yeah.
As soon as he picked up that item. Narrative's going smoothly now. Yeah, so a couple things changed with this dragon form. It's the duration is less, and then sometimes you'd make illusions as your dragon form was ending, and for some reason it would keep the poison attack even on the melee units.
Right.
They removed that, so that's no longer in the game.
Yeah.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Well, that's good. Yeah, do go back to normal form and all the rest of it. But, I mean, it's only when dragon form is not active, and the unfortunate part for Virtus.pro is that dragon form is active a whole lot.
Yeah,
Dyer's top
very
tower
true.
is under attack.
Especially if you want to go like the Octarine core build.
Right. Man, when was the last time Navi was at a big tournament? Like, I feel like it's been a really long time. Am I crazy?
I know, you're not crazy. You're definitely not crazy.
Mid lane. Oh, God, did I just jinx it? Ifrit's caught. They move in, but he has the BKB. Black hole ready. X's. There it is. They got him caught. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? Kiritich starts to die, only half HP. Oh, no. Oh, no. I jinxed it. Navi, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Sanctity tries to get up to the high ground, but the stun is there. He is going to go down. 4 dead. Gem on the deck. Yikes.
I don't know. When's the last time Navi went to a big tournament?
I know, right? No.
Are you flaming them or what? Are they on this?
Oh, God. I
Radiant's
jinxed.
middle tower
I'm sorry.
I mean, the game is definitely not over, but that was a big fight for sure. a really big fight. And they didn't have the DK there to do damage, and wasn't even the Lifestealer infested, or I didn't see him doing damage. So they tried killing Alchemist with none of their damage dealers, and that didn't really work out, as you can see. And that's going to cost them their mid barracks, unfortunately.
That's
still not an impossible game, but definitely a big setback.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of those things where you could just see, like, all right, we can turn this around and keep our primal alive, and the reality is just got to let that one go. It is almost AC completed for Yuragi, so they're getting, you know, some more of these items to help to keep up a little bit. He reconnected. Apparently, he was disconnected. Not sure what that's like about.
Yeah, that's like a bug. I don't really know why that does that.
Oh, and Roche. The smoke, though, with the AC completed, and now a shield rune on DK for this fight. Oh, if he can go in first, they're not going to know about this shield rune. This could be a huge moment for Na'Vi. Virtus.pro into the pit at the moment. They want to take this fight. Kiritich, he's going to be the first point of contact. Lifestealer is inside of that DK. They spot him right there. Jump forward. Find the Venge. Caught. Goes down. Can they get more? I think so. Kiritich gets the stun now. The Abyssal Blade is there, and now the control coming from Nifrit. Do they have enough? He still has Pulverize ready. The turn around onto him. Force staff away from the Gyrocopter. It's so slow on Kiritich. Really hard to stay on target. Stun is there, but Lifestealer moves back in, finds Kiritich, but Malady down low. Notice in trouble. He overextended. He's gone. Yeah, this Dragon Knight is doing so much in this fight. Malady has to back away. Kiritich tries to get out. Does he have a way to escape? No, it's not going to happen. Oh, man. The DK, it's really coming out all together there. They do manage to get the TP out on the Pugna, but Roche is theirs for Na'Vi.
So back to the question, when was the last time Na'Vi was at a major tournament? Actually, I have the answer for that.
Okay.
The last time they were in a major tournament was in 2022.
2020, 2 years ago?
Yeah, and it was the International Last Chance Qualifier. And if you don't count that, they were at PGL's Arlington Major.
Oh my god.
So they were at Arlington. That was the last actual tournament that they qualified, I guess.
I think was in 2021?
It's under 2022.
It was,
yeah, 2022.
So it's either been 2 or 4 years, depending. Oh, man. I mean, and again, this game could go either way. At this point, Dota Plus is having it at just about 50-50. But some solid moves as we'll take a pause and think on what will happen next year. Reason, lag, go, Slaughter disconnected. All right, people, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of action happening.
And the last tournament outside of the Arlington Major that they went to, was in 2020.
Yeah,
which was ESL 1 Germany, 2020. Jeez. So, yeah, they've been, I guess, one LAN per 2 years.
It's pretty rough.
It's been rough, but maybe they'll change.
Yeah,
it could change this year. I mean, they got a new roster.
They're looking good.
Na'Vi's been struggling for a while, but this roster has so far been pleasantly surprising. This game is still very close. I still think that they have the upper hand in a lot of ways going into this late game. They didn't even use Black Hole that fight, by the way.
Yeah.
This was on cooldown. So that'll be available for the next skirmish.
It was also Venge dying at the start of the fights. I unfortunately just don't think that FNG is going to get the type of gold that he needs to get towards an Aghanim Scepter, but it would be so clutch for him if he could. Already has just the Vlads and the drums, but it just does not.
That was Roche number 2, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
So maybe Roche number 3 on Dire.
Or Alchemist could give it to him. I wonder if that'd be worth it. Light stealing.
Honestly.
Showing in the mid lane. Smoke up with 4 right now from Virtus.pro. They are stepping forward, but he jumps forward. He spots him, blinks back. Blinks forward.
Wait, what?
They find
Where'd he
Zayat.
go?
Zayat is dead.
Okay.
That is not the way that was supposed to go. No Enigma for this fight. Now, they do have a buyback on him if they want, but I don't know if you can get there. Yuragi down to low HP. The BKB timing, but staying alive is the life stealer. He's silenced. That's Aegis going down. And now getting set up. Zayat, he's in position, has the black hole at the ready. Can they find him, though? Jump forward stun from the DK. They're in trouble on Virtus.pro and have to back away, respecting that Enigma buyback.
As they should, and I was wondering where Kiritich went, but apparently they just had a high ground ward that saw Zayats the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is wild, honestly, that you didn't de-ward that up there. And he gets picked out immediately there, so there's a bit of a win condition there. You got no buyback on the Enigma here.
Right.
Which could be big. Got the Aegis, though, so there is that.
God, I thought he was going to get away with that one. He was
Well,
so
infest the
close to
top
getting the
lane.
infest away. And speaking of, he wants it
He's
so
pretty fast
badly.
on Slaughter, though.
They do have another blink for Zayats. They spot him there. Oh my God. Dude,
That's a jump scare if you're playing the Slaughter.
just like suddenly surrounded by 4 heroes, a life stealer erupting out of somebody.
That's where I wish they had a player cam.
Yeah.
It's like really dark, you're running away, you're TPing out, please, 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 and then surprise, Lifesteer pops up in front of you.
Jeez.
Could be a bit scary.
Infest in 25. Now, they do have this amplified damage ready to go. It feels like Navi are still ready to battle. Again, black hole at the ready.
Yep. You can't use Infest, though, because for some reason, Infest removes runes.
Oh.
So he'll lose his forever DD. I'm not going to call it amplified damage.
Fair enough.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
I understand. I think the other thing that's going to be interesting to watch this, though, is that the Enigma is such a big part of the fight, and with the mid racks already down, I do kind of wonder if, like, VP win a big fight, if they just run it down mid. You know what I mean?
They could, yeah. Definitely. They have a lot of building damage with the Alchemist and Pugna.
Yeah.
Of course, the aura as well from the Venge.
Lifestealer
Almost a little
illusions pushing the bottom tier 3 tower, starting to take it. They need to come back and address this. Kiritich is going to TP to the bottom side of the map. Push out the
He
way.
has Ninja Gear available, so he can be a bit more sneaky. We go ahead and pop the Ninja Gear there. Scan for safety. Clear that out. But interesting ward. Oh, they're going to X him there, but he's out. Alchemist also has the Berserk Potion here, which is pretty nice this game, actually.
Yeah.
I like that. It's going to be especially good for taking Open Wounds off of him. Because Open Wounds is such a strong spell. Like, outside of just the ridiculous amount of lifesteal you get from it, every attack that's made against him does 2% of the Alchemist's max HP. So, definitely
right.
hurts.
Yeah, that is annoying. I completely forgot about that.
That's one of the big reasons why it's so good.
Yeah.
Increases your DPS and increases your survivability.
That got...
And it's just a long-range slow. It got nerfed. Yeah, the cast range got nerfed, I think.
Right. I was trying to remember
Was that
what
it, though?
changed. I think so. Yeah, just 800 to 600.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still looking. Virtus.pro are playing this one like really close in this mid lane, and Navi are taking full advantage, right? Zayat's been on the other side of the map, and they're just fronting with these other heroes while the rest of them farm.
Oh, there's a really cool item coming out on Primal Beast here, too. He's going Refresh Orb.
Whoa.
And it's going to be one of those situations, who's the other core?
Right.
Other than, the Alchemist doing damage. It's got to be the Slaughter, right? But it doesn't feel like it's enough. But Slaughter can interrupt, technically, with the Bash.
But then he maybe gets Black Hold. Oh, Sanctity dropping and killing FNG. Pugnut can only do so much to save, but with the Glimmer Cape, it's enough. Meanwhile, jump forward stun, reflected stun back at him, but it will be Malady going down. Slardar starting to hit a little bit harder.
Yeah, definitely can kill those supports pretty easily. Kiritich, is he going to go for it? He just stuns the creep wave so we can farm.
Fair.
All good. And they
Black
see
Dragon.
DK here. They see him. They see him.
This is crazy. Manta and gets away. Blink out. They're still thinking about chasing. Eyes on him. Lifestealer's nearby, ready for an infest. Now they spot Lifestealer. He used Manta. But with the Eidolons there, that gets full vision. And now Yuragi going to TP out.
That could have been scary if Slardar was there. You can bash him through that.
Yeah.
So what is Yuragi going? He has a relic. Nullifier?
Yeah, that's...
Where's your core at, bro? Yeah, okay, Nullifier. That's the choice. What does that remove this game? Glimmer Key. Oh,
Decrep.
Pugna. Yeah, okay. All of Pugna's, everything Pugna has pretty much. Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, and Decrep.
Slardar thinking about
That
going.
was a pretty obvious one.
Overwhelming blink done. Oh man, you can feel the tension again. Like these players, they've been playing all day trying to make it through. And now in the grand finals, game 5, smoke on smoke as Roche gets ready to respawn. Capable in 10 seconds. Vision-wise, nobody has wards down here, but DK is the one leading the charge with Lifestealer inside. They might see the Radiance and the Shiva's Guard. They saw the Shiva's Guard on the creep wave. DK, smoke breaks, jump forward, wants to find somebody. Has the X mark, stun is there. Slardar looking for a jump, Lifestealer right on top of him. Dead bench. And now Slardar, he went in. Slardar in, maybe a bit too far. Black hole only onto one, but it's a good one to get. And in the meantime, Everett, he's going to be able to connect onto this Alchemist. Refresher, second round, banging him down to death. And Virtus.pro is falling apart. But the heal, is it going to be enough? Kiritich trying to stay alive, but Lifestealer all on top of him. DK keeping him stuck in place. And another huge win for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and this DK's... Oh, I thought he wasn't done, but it looks like he's done.
Damn.
Just gonna push out the wave here. You have no buyback on Kunko, so no matter what happens here, he will not be joining. He's pretty close though. Can he steal any? There's a bounty up there. Maybe you can get that bounty and then we have buyback for the Kunko. But they're gonna play really slow. They're just gonna farm, right? I mean, and I don't mind them farming either because like they're already in a position where they're outscaling, so it's not going to hurt them to just sit back and use this time while they're dead to farm the entire map.
It also feels like they really want to secure that Roche, and it was a little bit of a I mean, it's short respawn time, but they were close to Roche respawning when they went down there. Now they have an Eidolon in here, which should scout it as it respawns. Yeah, they see it now and are going to call for everybody to come on down.
Eyeballing Yuragi here too.
Yeah.
He's out. We got the feather too on Lifestealer.
Yeah.
How obnoxious. You actually can't hit him.
That's really hard to get away.
Like he has an innate 40% regen, and that's not really counting the burn miss chance too, so it's probably close to like 50% evasion.
Yeah. Oh man, and this refresher shard. Zayats now has it on the Enigma, and they're just leaving Roche's banner. All right, they can pick it up now.
Where do we put this thing?
Maybe mid, because they already have, like, they're against supers. I don't know.
That would make sense. Or do what I say, just use an observer ward.
I like that.
Like, put on a high ground. People would be so confused.
Oh, he gets the shield rune and gets out. Say you living.
I mean, he's holding the banner. He's actually
Yeah.
carefully considering.
If there's one hero that would actually make really good use of scouting with the banner into a black hole, can you imagine?
That would be pretty sick, yeah.
Dude, he might do it. Meanwhile, DK, he's really far ahead of everybody else. Takes down the ward, Torrent connects. I think Zayats is actually going to do that. I think you're right.
He used it.
No! Boo!
I don't know where he used it. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, where is it?
Oh, man.
This is like, where's Waldo?
I have no idea. Dude, where is
He
it?
did use it, right? Like, it's not in his inventory. Did he pass it? Yeah, he passed it to Charo. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Waldo has been found.
All right, still in hand. I guess that he wanted his Aeon Disc more. So now Aeon Disc on
Radiant are
the
scanning.
Enigma. And, oh, wait a minute. Squadix? He just finds him? What? That's sad for the Kunkka. That's,
I mean, he got a refresher out of it, I suppose.
oh, that's so sad. How does he just randomly get caught there? Oh, man.
They scanned him.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
had an idea.
Why was he there? I maybe he saw him on the creep wave. That must have been what happened.
Yeah, he was pushing the wave out, so they just punished him. Didn't let him get away with that. And Yuragi, pretty alone in the mid lane here.
Yeah.
Looks like he doesn't care too much.
Has Aegis. Not a ton of mana, but it's going to hit the top tier 3 tower and start to eat through it. It's fallen quickly. The Yuragi special, they do have swap ready. Benji thought about it, but decides not to go up there. Sanctity, almost level 25 now on DK, and the Manta illusions are going to go out. They have swap at the ready, thinking about going. Stun is there, not opting for it yet. This is still the
I feel like you
Aegis
can't
carrier.
Yeah, you can't use swap offensively here.
Yeah.
Because this Enigma has 2 black holes, right? If you use swap to kill the Lifestealer's Aegis, you're just gonna get black holes right after. So it's a tough spot to be in, but Lifestealer TP'd home.
Okay.
He didn't wanted some mana, didn't want to waste the Aegis here.
Makes
And yeah,
sense.
all right, full mana. He's got almost 8,000 gold here, but not going to buy out the BKB quite yet because he would have no buyback. It's a very safe and disciplined play.
Well, another smoke. FNG and Seiyu behind. Can they find anybody? Virtus.pro with a slight gold lead, but not feeling... Oh, wait, they're going to run right into Yuragi. Spot him there. Oh, the Hex. It came out just a second too late for the Rage. And then the Nullifier. Swap out. That's Venge dead, and now maybe looking for more
Black hole.
science. He finds them both. No Venge, no save. And the second round, can they do it again? No, it got bashed in the middle of his hole. How did that happen? Another turnaround. Wait, Yuragi's still living, though. The buyback comes from the Venge. Now moving out. They need to get away with that Slardar. Oh, how did that happen?
I have no idea.
Because he got bashed as the
there's
black
a-
hole came out, right?
I'd have to put it on slow motion. There's either that happened or there's a chance that he accidentally moved and canceled it himself, then got bashed.
Oh, that could have been. Yeah.
It's hard to say without putting it under a microscope.
Man.
Oh, look, the banner they used in the middle of the fight there. Just place it on the black hole.
Nice.
That's so good.
I mean, that's crazy. Granted, it did come at the cost of a buyback. Slardar dies, but like the fact that that was not the end of the game, I feel like as Virtus.pro, you are just thanking your lucky stars right now. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. Game number 5 here. Wouldn't expect it any other way. We all knew it would kind of end up this way.
Right.
But yeah, I think if you're a Navi fan, if those still exist, you should be very happy at this stage of the game.
Right. And
Or maybe resurfacing Navi fans. You know how sometimes when your favorite sports team isn't doing well, you kind of give up on them until they're good again.
step away for a bit. Absolutely.
Come back bandwagoning.
It looks like the Alk is opting to go for the MKB, so dealing with the evasion, but also just being a good damage item in general. He did have that Rapier queued up for a while, but Heritage not opting to go that route for now. They are smoking out again.
Good old
TPs. Oh, man.
Good old days when
Wait.
Rapier. What?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was going to go on Sanctity. My bad.
Oh.
The good old days when Rapier.
had True Strike, and you could
Dire's bottom barracks
have the
are under
best of
attack.
both worlds.
That was the dream. I love those days.
Yeah, there's a lot more rapiers back when that was the case. That was the best late game item.
Sanctity, he's completely alone over here,
Wait,
but the
what's
TPs are coming. And Kiritich self-stuns. Now Lifestealer inside, swap back to get away. Notice beaten into and trying to kill off Nifrit. Sanctity is on top of the Venge, not dead yet. Second round of the Pulverized. Notice still living. His puddle doing a lot of work, and now the catch Malady is gone. Then an Abyssal Blade. Notice lives in some trouble. Yaragi trying to separate. Sanctity is still being such a thorn in their sides. Where is the Enigma? He's moving in from the other side of the map. He does have that black hole at the ready. Kiritich is right there on top of him. The open wounds comes out, ready for the black hole and nowhere to go. They are going to take down Kiritich. No need for the Enigma. And taking down the Pugna to boot. 4 dead, buyback used. They don't have buyback on the Venge.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 buybacks on other heroes, but you didn't even bait the black hole there, so Zayat still has that available for himself, which is a bit problematic. As Uragi says, he's lagging. Someone's lagging, but they'll fix that up real quick. And we'll get back into this game. But if you're VP right now, I guarantee you they feel like their chances are dwindling by the team fight.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more team fights they can even feel confident about. We talked before about this Alchemist and what his power spike will be. And sure, he looks pretty strong still. And yeah, the Slaughter is very tanky, but they're kind of running into damage problems. They don't have enough damage to really burst any of these heroes at this point.
Yeah.
And we have yet to see, we saw one really big hole from Zayats, and he's really close to Refresher too. So that threat is still always going to be there. And I think if they ever do manage to get Midnight Pulse, Black Hole, with Lifestealer hitting the Alchemist, I think he will die in one Black Hole. Or at least be pretty close to it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that this other damage is starting to come online a little bit with Notice, right? He's got the Bloodthorn done. Has the Sanj and Yasha, but it's just... I mean, I think some of it is that DK. Like, you talked about this hero being broken, and I feel like we're seeing it more so than we've seen in any other game today. That when you're not having to deal with those illusion heroes, it really presents such a tough problem. Now, Squadix does have Hex, does not have Refresher, though. A Bloodthorn now done for the DK. Trying to force them off of these buildings. They still have racks in mid as well as top. So one going down isn't the end of the world. But what can they do?
How long are they going to have these for?
Right. Jump forward. Hex.
Oh.
Tidal wave
Okay.
pushes him the wrong way. Oh, that's got to be frustrating. And now Black Hole onto just the Slardar. Is it going to be good enough, though? He's not dying, and the Alchemist jump sport Pulverized connection. You cannot afford to die on this Elk. He's living through it at least for a moment. Towards Storm, the turnaround, is it going to be enough, though? He's just not strong enough. There is no other solution. Black Hole onto 3. Zayat comes through in clutch. Refresher delivered. Kiritich to fall as they will take this series. And all you fine Dota fans out there, a familiar face is back. Na'Vi at a major tournament. Let's see it.
Na'Vi qualifying over Team Spirit, qualifying over Virtus.pro. It has been a long time, and they earned the rite of passage too, because they beat Team Spirit themselves. It's not like they just kind of got lucky and some other teams took care of them.